this month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
Our Federal Credit Union Star Student of the Month is Taylor Darby. She is a senior at Munford High School. And Taylor, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you with you. You've grown since you were here in what?
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Taylor.
Oh, well, I'm in 12th grade at Munford High School and just ready, like getting everything ready for senior year. So it's the beginning of softball season, so we're kind of getting softball kicked off and started. Yeah. And just getting everything ready for senior year and kind of getting everything ready for college and making those final decisions of like where I'm going and applying for scholarships and all those big decisions.
Who's your family?
I have my mom is Jennifer Darby and my dad's Mark Darby, and they're both educators themselves. So, kind of grew up at the school. And
you have siblings?
Yes, sir. I have one sister. She's in 11th grade, and I have a brother who's in 7th grade. They're both at Munford.
Okay, all right. It's a Munford affair then, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about your senior year. I know it's got to be a busy time for you.
It's been extremely busy, from getting everything ready as far as like senior pages in the yearbook to all the way down to like just worried about senior softball season to getting everything ready for scholarships. Scholarships has been like the biggest one in applying for college.
Talk about that. How does that work?
Well, right now I've applied to Sanford, Auburn, and Gadsden State. I'm into all three. Sanford has offered me a pretty good scholarship, but Sanford's also a very prestigious university. Yeah. So even with the scholarship they've offered me, it's still like only half tuition. Auburn, I'm waiting on my scholarship actually to be informed how much I'll get. In Gadsden State, I'm applying for the ambassador scholarship as well as the presidential. So just kind of weighing my odds and kind of deciding if I want to go to a 2-year first and transfer into a 4-year, if I want to go straight to a 4-year.
So what does the future hold for you?
Well, I'd like to major in environmental science and minor in political science with hopes of going to law school. And hopefully I would like to practice environmental law because I've always loved the outdoors and conservation. Me and my dad's always hunted since I was little, and that's just something I've always wanted to pursue law. But if I could still maintain the outdoor aspect while doing law, I feel like I'd
make good money and have fun too, right?
Yes, sir.
Taylor Darby's a senior at Munford High School, and she is a busy young lady. Tell me about this being a page for Representative Steve Hurst at Alabama State House. How does that work?
It was like the most amazing experience ever. So while the House was in session, I got to page for Representative Steve Hurst. And although I was his page, I also got to meet a multitude of other representatives.
What do you do as a page?
While the House is in session and they're drafting bills, so I'm sitting in there, like in the room there, it's all going down. I'm getting to hear the speakers speak, and I'm getting to see how they vote and how the laws are taking place and what's being voted on what. And while the representatives are seated, if they need me to I can do everything from go run and get coffee for them to go and get a bill printed off and take them a bill.
How valuable is that for your future?
Oh, it was an awesome experience, like amazing, especially because not only do I want to do law, one day I would hope to be able to pursue politics, and that was just a great experience to be able to witness and see how our lawmaking process kind of plays out.
All right, you were on this show when you were in the sixth grade.
Yes, sir.
Here you are a senior now. If you get into politics and I'm still around, remember, I do a great job at advertising, okay?
Yes, sir.
Taylor Darby is a senior at Munford High School. So some of the courses you're taking this year?
Well, I'm on the advanced placement track, so I'm in AP classes. I have AP History, and last year I had AP English, and this year I'm in advanced chemistry, and I took dual enrollment math through JSU. So I'm kind of trying to go ahead and get some of my basic credits knocked out for college. So going into either a 4-year or 2-year, I'm a little bit ahead. So try to help.
Love playing softball.
Oh, I love it. We Munford's really excited this year. We got a new coach, and she's bringing a lot of new energy to our program, and we're super thankful to have her this year.
So how long have you been playing?
I've been playing since I was in first grade, so
oh, goodness.
it's going on a while. Yeah.
What position you play?
Second base.
Okay. You turn a double play?
I try.
Can you hit?
I try, sir. I like to believe I can.
Now, you're a 2-year member of the Talladega County Ambassador Program. Explain that.
That's a great program. So basically, it gets high school students around Lincoln, Talladega, Oxford, the entire Talladega County area, and they get us together and they kind of help us, like we team bond, we meet new people, but above all, like we're giving back to our community through that program. So like we get to volunteer, do like outreach programs. So when Talladega does like Christmas on the Square or Halloween on the Square, or like even this coming up Saturday, like we're helping work the Mardi Gras parade. And like we help work it and like volunteer hours and just give our time. It's just it's a program that we're able to help give back to our community.
Not only are you playing softball, but you're a part of the Munford High School archery team, and you are a state title holder. Way to go.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Archery's always been a passion of mine and something that I feel like has really helped me do well in life.
So you were a state title holder, and you were a national finalist. Walk us through that.
So I won state, and after state, we go to nationals, which is in Louisville, Kentucky.
Was that last year? Or
No, so this was a few years back, because when COVID happened, it kind of didn't put a dent in our travel and stuff, especially with being able to take field trips and miss class time. But we went to Louisville, Kentucky, and there I placed in 15th in the nation in my division of females.
Way to go.
So from there, I was invited to be on the national archery team.
Wow. So what does that mean, being on the national archery team?
It just recognizes that you're among the top archers in the nation, and from there you can go to world, which was I think in, like I said, this was then COVID hit and kind of put a dent in everything.
Who Taylor, has been instrumental in your successes? Obviously you've had a lot of them, but who's been instrumental in that?
Definitely my mom. Like, she's been there every step of the way.
So talk about your relationship with your mom.
It's just, my mom's my best friend, so.
Okay. What about your dad?
My dad's my best friend too. Me and him have done everything from hunting to softball. Like, he was my first coach. Like,
does he get excited coaching?
Yes, sir.
He hasn't been tossed out of a game, has he? Who's some of the educators at Munford High that's helped you along?
Definitely Dr. G. He's been my history teacher my AP history teacher for 3 years now. And he's done everything from help me with college, helping me apply for places, all the way down to helping me prepare for a test. Like, he's great. He does a lot for our school, and he gives a lot back. Okay.
Who's some of your friends at school?
Well, my sister is probably my best friend. She's close in age, so. And then Marley Thompson and Addison Gray.
Okay. We're talking with Taylor Darby. She's a senior at Munford High School, and she is looking at Samford University, Auburn, or maybe Gadsden State Community College for a couple of years. And she is wanting to major in environmental science and minor in political science, and upon graduation pursue a law degree and practice environmental law. Environmental law, why is that so important?
With the conservation and making sure that like certain land is not abused, and that like we're conserving our environment, because at the end of the day, like, we only have one, so we need to take care of it.
No doubt about it. Now, you involved in church or anything like that?
Yes, sir. School stuff gets busy, but I'm a member of First Baptist Church in Talladega.
Okay.
So.
All right. Taylor Darby, she is a senior at Munford High School, and great success story. Tell me something funny about when you were a page for Representative Steve Hurst. Did you ever mess up?
I tried not to.
Well, get in broadcasting, you mess up a lot.
I guess the funniest thing was I met this dude from Birmingham, and me and him were just sitting there talking, and we had a lot in common. But we were talking like we came, and of course we got a lot of exposure of seeing how our lawmaking process works and stuff. But at the same point in time, it was funny because sometimes they'd be like, "Hey, I just need a coffee," or "I need a donut," and we'd run to the back and get them a donut or a cup of coffee, and that was.
You know what? Those experiences will last you a lifetime, though. So finally, this morning, what drives you to success?
I've always wanted to make my family proud, but when I was little, I had a brain tumor, and by the grace of God, it was benign and stuff. So, but like coming from such humble beginnings with that and like beating that, I've just always wanted to like prove that, like, I made it for a reason.
You know what? You're doing it. She's looking right here in this camera, ladies and gentlemen. Her name is Taylor Darby. She's a fantastic senior at Munford High School, and Taylor's our star student of the month.